I'm Alan Alda, and this is Clear and Vivid, conversations about connecting and communicating. This is so great that you could be on the show with me today. I'm really looking forward to this conversation.
Oh, me too. Me too. It's wonderful to see you.
Well, you know, the first thing I wanted to ask you about is how it is a twist on the old joke. We're seeing less of you these days because there is less of you these days.
There's much less of me. Yeah, about 120 pounds less of me. Yeah.
How did you do such a thing? I mean, I want to start with that because probably everybody wants to know how they can lose 120 pounds.
Well, you know, it's also been, I've also kept it off for 5 years, which is the more miraculous part.
Yeah.
Many people lose a lot of weight, but 5 years later is when you can really be tested. And I'm at my lowest ever 5 years later. The way I did it was I finally understood something about myself. Every time they talk about diet, they always talk about making it easy. And for 30 years, I tried all these ways to make it easy. And then a friend of mine who's a scientist, worked at NASA and got very interested in nutrition. I said to him, you know, you have a way for me to lose weight easily. He said, no, it's going to be really hard. And I realized that I have never respected or enjoyed moderation. And once someone said to me it was going to be hard, it became, well, so to speak, easy. Because no one brags about walking up a grassy slope. They brag about climbing Everest. So as soon as I knew it was going to be really, really hard, I was able to do it. I became hardcore vegan and whole food. And then it became I changed myself, and that was fun. And that was exciting, and I felt like I accomplished something, as opposed to take a smaller portion of salmon and try to do that over 5 years, you know.
Do you see a difference between an illusion and a trick, or are they the same thing?
I do very much. I think illusions aren't as good.
So just define them for me.
An illusion is something that looks one way and is really another. Illusions are in magic often done with boxes that have a base that are thicker than you think they are because they taper towards you, or they have a dazzling line of lights, or of course the cliche, which is often true, that it's mirrors, 45-degree angle mirror, 90-degree angle mirror that's reflecting something you don't think. It's an illusion that happens in the visual part of the brain. What I'm interested in is tricks, because tricks are intellectual. Doing tricks in a magic show is a playful epistemological experience. You are playing around in a safe zone with how we determine what's true. And we have seen, no reason to get into this because I believe we all agree, but we've seen what happens when truth is played with on a real stage, in the real world, with politics and so on. And it's horrific. But I believe that a playful dealing with how we determine what's true can then be used, like most play, in the real world. I mean, to put it in very blunt terms, if you come to see a Penn and Teller show and you say, if these two guys can make me think something that's patently not true, what can people with a real budget and with a lack of morals do?
That's very much what I wanted to ask you, because it sounded like you were saying that in a meta way, the presentation of the trick is a challenge to the audience to outthink you.
No, I don't think so. I think that I would use the word illusion, I would use the word trick, and I would use the word puzzle. What we're doing is not puzzles. We're not saying that we're giving you the equipment you need to be able to solve a puzzle
yes.
we're giving you.
Yes, right.
We're telling you, think about what leads you here and what goes down here, and let's play with this together. And I think that is much more intellectually deep, It's more profound, and it's more fun.